if you're watching this right as it comes out or within a day, we are going to be live at Dynasty Typewriter on November 30th at 4 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. doing Sad Boys Live. We got 2 sets of 2 very special guests. On the first show, we've got Shane Topp and Brian David Gilbert. On the second show, we've got Sandwich and Caroline Kwan of the Let Me Know podcast. Check it out. Be there, be square. The videos from those will be available on our Patreon, but we'd love to see you in person. That's in Los Angeles, California at Dynasty Typewriter. Tomorrow, if you're watching this on Friday, and if it's on Saturday, you still have time. Welcome to Sad Boys, a podcast about feelings and other things also. I'm Jarvis.
I'm Jordan.
And today, on a very special episode.
But is it one of those ones? It's like, oh, drugs. Oh, one of them got caught up in drugs.
This is the episode after Thanksgiving, so it's coming out Friday. Thanksgiving's Thursday. We're recording this on Monday, and it's actually Tuesday.
We're recording it for a long time.
Jarvis is sleepy.
I'm sleepy. My Monday is also Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because I'm running on empty.
Well, we do 3 days in a day for efficiency's sake.
Every one of my days is an extra day. I live my first day, Monday. My second day of the week is actually Tuesday. And I don't really want to go. It's a very long and complicated process to figure out my other days, but there's 12 in a week. Yeah, don't ask how I get there. It involves a lot of complicated tetrahedrons.
Your powers. May I present something to the community?
Okay.
Including our special guest.
We have a special guest. It's the intern.
Hey.
But with a different voice.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't like the new you.
That's kind of fucked up.
No, it's all right.
I'm going to report that to HR.
No, because of his personality and this looks. Can we be done with Sundays the first day of the week?
Is that what we say?
Should we just be done with that?
That's
not right.
True in my heart.
Yeah, Monday's the first day of the week in my heart, and I hate it.
I don't. Garfield would not hate Sundays.
I feel like if we eliminated Sunday and Monday, the world would be a better place.
Yeah, then where's God going to go?
Sorry?
Where do you put God?
Up.
Because God comes first.
Up, brother.
Oh, yeah. True.
Where he lives.
God comes first, so where do you put God?
Well,
you put first, I guess.
Yeah, Monday.
For me, God is every day.
Wow.
What do you mean?
That's really deep.
But if you're taking away Sunday, that's the first day.
For me, God is dog spelled backwards. Yeah.
My only real God is Ricky Gervais. Ever heard of him?
Well, Ricky Gervais and Jarvis.
Whoa.
We have the same German root of our names.
An ideology.
So essentially they're the same name.
Wow.
Yeah.
Austin, hello.
Hey, what's up?
Austin's here, Sad Boys editor extraordinaire.
His energy is electric.
Yeah, right.
You're the shorts god.
You've
the Lord of thumbnails.
He's only wearing shorts.
Well, no, I'm.
He's taking them off.
I have to call HR a second time. We're only 2 minutes in.
He still sucks. What's you're sleepy? Yes.
Yeah, I'm a little tired.
Everyone's so damn
just got
sleepy.
here.
Your arms are tired because you flew here.
How
Yeah, 'cause
long
I flew
was
here.
your flight?
It's like 5 hours here, and then it's like 4.5.
I could do that
back.
in my sleep.
Yeah, I was.
You did,
I flew the plane.
Did you sleep?
Did I sleep on the plane? No, I had to fly it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, hey, autopilot these days.
But he was gonna be sick. He's like, oh, I need someone to take over, and I just was like, okay, well, I can land this.
Is there a pilot on the plane?
Yeah,
I've seen
Captain
planes
Phillips.
before.
Yeah,
You've seen Captain Phillips.
This is I've said on the podcast before. I have the completely ridiculous notion that I could not be waterboarded. I would just hold my breath, but my instincts just tell me I'm right. I could totally do it.
Yeah.
And my other one is I could probably figure out some planes.
I think I could as well.
Once it's up, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually flown a plane before.
No way.
I swear to God.
Jarvis made the very apt comparison that Anastasia's life is like Mad Libs. It is just the throwing.
I'm going to quit the podcast.
No.
This is becoming absurd.
But it was like a tiny 4-seater Cessna.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not a 2-seater though, so double the smallest.
my sister was in the back. There
I
was
got
an
my sister
actual
in the
pilot.
Gonna crash his plane.
Sorry, I've been playing a bunch of Super Auto Pets, and there's horses in that game, and every time I put a horse in the bag, I just go, I got the horses in the bag. And
you look around, you're in the dark.
And so now it's just at the top of mind. Please continue. I'm so sorry for interrupting you.
An actual pilot was in the pilot seat, and I was in the co-pilot seat, and he took the plane up, and then he was like, okay, you take over, and he just told me what to do, and then he landed the
I
plane.
wouldn't need that.
And then he
Wouldn't need any of it.
ejected himself. He's like, "See you, loser."
He's been really sad all day.
He's like, "This is my stop." He like opens the door.
I was flying him over Mexico, and he
If you had
jumped
said
out.
that he had like a stroke and then someone in the back was pregnant and had to deliver a baby and you landed it, I would still believe
You flew the plane with your feet, delivered the baby with your
We're
head.
gonna find out on a different episode of Sad Boys that you have delivered a baby. Don't tell us now. And we're gonna find out it was on that plane.
Yeah.
Actually, I know literally earlier today that you have been involved in that.
That's insane.
I didn't see it. Twice, I
We
believe.
did have a conversation.
Anastasia is our producer extraordinaire who is off screen by choice.
Hi, yes. Don't get mad at the boys.
And
they
has-
didn't force me off screen.
And has had every job. You're like Barbie. Like, I feel like we should just that would be a sick like birthday gift. Get Anastasia a Barbie.
President Anastasia.
Anastasia.
Got
Barbie.
Anastasia doing every job.
got, like-
every job that Anastasia's done.
And then on the back we can have like the link that says like Pornhub.com, whatever, like the Wicked.
Yeah,
ones,
it links-
right?
Oh, wicked.com. Yes.
Okay, that's a reference to a previous episode where
Yeah, it's a callback.
there was a controversy because the Wicked Barbie dolls had like seemingly placeholder text that just said wicked.com, and it turns out wicked.com is a porn website, but also maybe it's a conspiracy. A lot of people want to believe in conspiracies, so I'll let them go do that, but
Whoa. A conspiracy sound.
Oh my god,
did you hear that? Vsauce, Michael here.
Happy Halloween.
That's just Jacob's ringtone. Speaking of
Jacob
Wicked,
generates
can we talk about Wicked?
Yes, I haven't seen it yet. So
Is it good?
Wicked.
People like
so
it, right?
I want to preface this by saying I didn't know anything about Wicked. I've never listened to it. I've never seen the play. I've never read the book. I knew literally nothing about it, except that it was somehow related to The Wizard of Oz.
Right.
What? Oh, thanks a lot.
I thought we were gonna have differing opinions here, and we went into it the exact same way. Then
Okay, but
What were you anticipating?
I was like, this is good. It's fun. It's interesting. The performances of the two main women, so good.
yeah, I agree.
I also don't really know a whole lot about Ariana Grande, but she was so good.
Yeah, she was honestly
Ariana Grande
very
is.
good.
I mean, I like Ariana Grande from a musical standpoint, and from like, I've enjoyed her work. Like, I think she's extremely talented.
Same.
Her comedic timing in this film
It's actually
is
very good.
So good.
Yeah.
And I mean, hey, that's that. I mean, she's been at it as a young person, and then Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba. I actually saw Wicked, I think, in London.
Like the play.
On
in
the
like
West
on the
End?
West End.
Oh my god.
In like
Wow,
2013.
Was
You're
it a
welcome.
workouting?
I'm actually curious. When did I see? When did I see London and where?
When did I see The Wizard?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm off to see him.
But the thing is, I don't remember very much. But I remember really enjoying it, not thinking I would because I was much younger and like, who needs theater? The wildest stage experience I've had, like watching a show, was the School of Rock musical, which was good. But School of Rock is one of my favorite movies, and I know the movie so well that watching the stage production was strange.
Every
because
time they start singing,
it was just so close to the movie script wise
uncanny.
that I was like forced to think about the movie while I was watching it.
Yes.
Because I had such a like rote. Now I'm comparing School of Rock to Wicked is very funny, just in concept, but like that type of thing was like hard for me. And then also the lead actor, who is extremely talented, is forced to do like, it's impossible to not like be compared to Jack Black, who is like kind of a one of one type of performer.
Mhm.
I feel. So you're either doing a Jack Black impression or trying to go a different direction with it, and you can't because the role is like so like
It is him.
it is
Yes.
him. Yeah.
But
Wicked.
sidebar, I see Jack Black in my neighborhood
Really?
all the time.
I guess Jack Black has kind of become persona non grata because he like sold out his bud.
And he's
Well,
been dead for
he's-
5 years. You see him all the time.
Does he walk around with like the cargo shorts past the knees and then like a
No,
And a guitar.
Like
he's-
a diamond pickaxe.
I
Does he
think,
walk around with that like little saxophone he presses the buttons on
Yeah.
late night?
no, I think his personal style as he walks around my neighborhood is different than I think his like public style. It is much more like colorful, and he wears a little backpack. And he has super long hair and a super long beard.
What do you think of wearing a backpack? Anastasia doesn't know you can put stuff in it. He's always wearing this giant square.
It's just an accessory.
Sorry if I'm all over the place.
I love it.
Didn't really sleep.
Oh, dude,
It's a problem.
It's like jazz.
We tried to invert. You were the no sleep bastard.
By necessity, unfortunately, I had some stuff to get done, but
you did it.
But we did it, and now we're here. And let's talk about Wicked. So all I know is the memes. Theoretically, I know what the musical is about, but I can't remember very much of it, and I saw it 10 years ago.
I don't know if I'm just like, maybe I've lost some patience or engagement. I don't know what it is. I find myself very difficult to immerse myself in anything for more than an hour. Like to really get into any fiction, any real event. Once we're past an hour, I get it. And like, literally the reason I don't think I've been to a concert or a music show in double digits years because I'm like, oh, we're doing the whole album? I want to get going. I don't know if I want to be in this for that long.
See, I'm like the opposite. I go to see movies in the movie theater. I go to see bands live because I have more patience when I'm forced in darkness.
I agree
to
with
look
that.
at something.
I 100% agree with that. Like, movie theater is like the last place my little ADHD brain can focus because it's like a sensory deprivation tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Where my attention is forced to be funneled into just the screen.
I know it's like the era of only in theaters this week. I know that era has now passed, but I do kind of miss it because there are so many movies I know I would have loved that I have on infinite hiatus because I'm waiting for them to come back in theaters, for me to have a setup that works, to watch it with someone else.
Yeah. Right.
Because I know for a fact I'm not going to pay attention to it.
One thing that made me feel old very early on in my life was starting to not want to stand for a long time.
That kills me, actually.
That was wild.
Yeah,
that is so true.
That's real.
I'm supposed to do physio for my knees always since I got diagnosed with EDS. And I haven't. And my place is a lot of stairs. Mm-hmm. And there's been like I'm out of the Pokemon Go game because I just can't really stand up for more than an hour a day. Like if I walk longer than that, like it's gonna work. It's gonna hurt tomorrow.
Right.
And until I get back into the physio and fix them, there's been like a couple times. There's been a couple events, and Katie's like, "Do you want to go to Santa Monica?" And I'm like, "I do. I can't." Mm-hmm. Like I will be a drain in the same way that I think we talked about it last week, where like sometimes you will cancel plans or we would want to move away from something, not because the people involved are people I don't want to be around.
Right.
And the event isn't something I'd like, but literally that I am not going to be a good improv partner to that event.
Right.
I am going to be the drain that I would not want to bring to something.
I am desperately trying to find, I know I took at least a photo when I, like outside of going to see Wicked, whenever I saw it. And I'm going to give up in just a moment. But in case you're curious what I'm up to, that's what.
Like in front of the marquee.
I just I know I have this like vivid memory.
The one thing I'll say about Wicked as well, add to it, personally, I thought it was about like 30 minutes too long.
That's the
for sure.
consensus I've heard. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Someone told me this, so fact check me if you want, but it was 2 hours and 40 minutes, this film, and that's a little bit longer than the play
itself.
And it's only part one.
And it's only part one.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Didn't market it either as part.
No.
It's like I found out from my friends who are big musical fans.
They Spider-Verse your ass.
Yeah, and I went in and I was like,
oh,
shit.
that was heartbreaking, by the way.
Yeah.
In the theater.
Maybe if in that part they said, part one, see you in the new president. It's going to be a long ass time.
My friend Echo, who was sitting next to me, didn't know it was part one until the title comes on screen and then there's a little part one.
Yeah. That's what I found out too.
She pointed and she looked at me and I was like, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's because, they couldn't, there's really nothing else you can put with the term. So they just had to go part 1 and 2. They should do like, what is it? Into the Spider-Verse, Through the Spider-Verse, what's the second one called? always mix it up.
I honestly
I don't know.
Across
Spider-Man. Look at that multiverse.
Spider-Man and Spider-Verse
into the
again.
Spider-Verse, across the Spider-Verse.
Across the
Yeah, I
Spider-Verse.
believe it is
It's
across.
It's across.
And then the third one I guess they ran out because only Reloaded is
Yeah.
less.
I mean, they did it with Dune. They did Dune Part 1 and then Dune Part 2. They just straight up put it in the title, and it was like,
They should have done 2.
3 is Dune Your Mom.
oh,
Dude, you got it.
nice.
That reminds me.
I gotta
On Facebook, I was looking for the only photos that I can find in London. This is 2014, and it's just a photo of Big Ben that says, "London, I've never Big Ben."
Oh, you hadn't been?
And then the other photo I took was
Looks like you were there.
a 1/24 scale model of Hogwarts because I went to the Harry Potter like tour thing.
Yeah.
That's way too small to live in.
Yeah, well, they were tinier wizards.
Oh, that makes sense. Actually, they never clarify how big the wizards are.
I kept making Harry Potter jokes to my friends watching Wicked. I was like, so when's the hat come when they put them in the places
yeah,
or whatever?
And your friends were pissed.
They were like,
Yeah.
"That's in part 2."
They wanted me to
They're like,
leave.
"Dude, they split it up. Stop!
Yeah.
I'm still upset
I'm like,
about
what
it."
Dude,
about
we
like
don't know you.
Yeah.
Let go of my hand. I'm trying to watch a movie.
The big dog or whatever that guards the snakes or whatever. Where's that?
It sounds like you also don't know Harry Potter.
I know it.
The big dog.
No,
you
I
know?
know it. It's like the one with the
Come on, one
He
thing.
makes
You're so
pottery,
close.
right?
yeah.
And he's covered in hair. He's hirsute. He's a hirsute
Skin.
ceramicist.
Oh Jesus! I just noticed. There's a hole in my sock.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm officially giving up.
can
on
we
the
zoom in on?
quest.
No, don't find a hole in my sock. People already make fun of my weird clown
Do
feet.
you want some of the bombas we have in the cabinet?
I actually have a second pair of socks with me. I always bring 2.
Let's watch this interview.
Okay, the one thing that I have seen is this interview with Ariana and Cynthia.
This almost feels like when you like want to watch a review for something, so you go and see it.
I don't even know what possessed me to watch this clip when it came across my feed, but the degree to which this improved my quality of life over the past few days is remarkable. So if you haven't seen it,
Imagine a black void.
if you haven't seen it, this is an interview that they did with Out.com during the Wicked press tour.
one of the regular couple stars together having fun. They probably have like a game called like, can you guess the number of
And this
beaches?
is probably one of like 100 interviews they did this day.
It's probably 7 a.m.
Yeah.
I've seen this week people are taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and really holding space with that and feeling power in that.
I didn't know that was happening.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's really powerful. That's what I wanted. I didn't know that.
Holding the finger.
I've seen it on a couple posts. I don't know.
As the credits
Yes,
play.
That's my,
That's really cool.
That's cool. That is cool.
So there's a lot of things about this that catapulted it into meme superstardom.
It's edited like a YouTube boob.
It's edited like a YouTube.
It literally looks like a fake edit. It keeps
It looks
cutting
like
to
one of
different
those
angles.
between two ferns, like like Zach Galifianakis interviews. The Ariana comforts Cynthia by grabbing onto her index finger.
We've all been there.
She says that this week people have been holding space for the lyrics of Defying Gravity.
Which is what?
What does that mean?
And it's what I wanted.
Also, it is a 20-year-old song.
Well, they really should have been holding space for it till it came out again. Now they don't have to hold the space anymore.
Yeah, dude, the space was vacant for so long. But then also Cynthia's response being so grand and so like emotionally profound. No,
And
what's the word I want? Like
Moved?
Cynthia's so moved by this revelation.
Which I am struggling to translate at all, still, kind
Well,
of.
Yes,
and
but-
she says that's what I wanted, which is like, what does that mean?
That's what
What
I
does it even
wanted.
mean?
It'd be
and-
better if she was like, for fuck's sake, I don't want them holding space. No, I don't want that.
But then the interviewer is clearly taken aback.
Huh?
So then they almost back off their own thing by being like, well, it was a couple of posts.
Yeah, because it has
There's
the
a couple
exact
of us.
energy of that, we really need a Mamala right now. But then it's like if Kamala then went, oh, yeah, okay. And then Drew Barrymore went, okay,
We
wait.
do need a Mamala right
All right, relax.
Well, no,
there.
it's like if Drew Barrymore was like, we need a Mamala right now. And Kamala was like, That's what I wanted.
Okay, all right, let's chill out. Don't go crazy.
I mean,
I seen a couple posts.
but it obviously, like, this is just a funny sort of lightning. I don't think anyone did anything wrong here. It's just like such a funny lightning in a bottle moment.
Sorry, I just say when it's just a shot of her, she looks like she's tiny. It looks like a huge.
What's
Tiny and
this
scared.
journalist's name?
Cynthia Gilchrist.
Tracy.
Oh,
Tracy Gilchrist. Another thing about this now. So this has become a huge meme. There's like a million. I was blowing up our group chat with my entire Twitter feed just became holding space for the lyrics to Defying Gravity memes and then photos of the finger.
Which is what you wanted.
Which is what I wanted. And now this journalist is like talking about merch for this. They also in an interview reveal, this was wild to me. This quote, do you recall any of the posts? So they call her on it, an interview of this journalist. Do you recall any of the posts that inspired your question for Cynthia and Ariana? Should we talk about the lyrics of Defying Gravity, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Something has changed within me. Something I can't explain.
How
By the
do
way,
you know?
Exactly. I knew you were going to ask that. Because there's a little show called Glee. The first time I heard Defy Gravity was Leah Michelle and whoever was singing it with her. Anyway, do you recall any of the posts that inspired your question for Cynthia and Ariana? Most of it actually came from a conversation with a friend. That is not a post.
That's a lie, then.
I was using that to tee up the question. It's just very funny because you're trying to say something that's like kind of basic. Yeah. So the streets are saying,
From what I heard,
yeah, and that's just a way of saying, people are talking about it.
Also, that's everything in an interview. I was trying to tee up it wasn't just an unrelated anecdote that I saw.
Yeah, I do.
got a Danish this morning.
Think that that's what I wanted. when someone, that's you pointing at the glass of the Danish, and then there's a Danish-sized hole holding space for the missing Danish. There's a Danish dish that's empty, and you point and you go, "That's what I wanted."
Why'd you have that? Gimme.
I was a little thrown off by Cynthia's response because it was so sincere and real.
What did you want?
I understand being thrown off because if you think you're doing an off-the-cuff thing and then someone has like a large emotional reaction to it, you're kind of like, whoa.
Okay, Jesus. Yeah, I actually just got back from vacation. Like, I remember the last vacation I took with my family before the event. Like, oh, Jesus. Okay.
I mean, I was sorry. Did I say vacation? I meant stay racing.
Yeah, they died racing.
It was
a NASCAR event.
Fuck. I killed him.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. I got a little flustered.
I had a big reaction.
I was a little flustered. I could have said, I have all these friends and this is our conversation. But instead I said, I'm in queer media. That's the other part. As at the end, she says, I'm in queer media, which also people are playing with.
But this also is so relatable. It's like me saying, oh yeah, I read this article, and then someone's like, oh, what article was it? And I'm like, I actually read a tweet.
I saw a screenshot of an article.
You caught me. I don't know how to read.
Those are situations where I almost, as it's coming out of my mouth, I know I want to say I was like reading something, and I'm like, I was listening to a podcast. Let's be honest. It's like I wasn't reading shit. And if I read it, it was a headline. Know what I mean?
was watching CNN. Well, I was watching a countdown of Hassan watching CNN.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't so much watching it as my comfort YouTuber was watching it, and I was there.
I was sleeping while listening.
Yeah, just getting immediately heat checked on if you actually read it.
Saying, well, actually, I was just having dinner when what I mean is I was eating over the sink and crying.
My flight just got delayed by like 30 minutes, and they went on the loudspeaker and they told everyone, but they didn't give us a reason. But in my head, I can only imagine that the pilots are probably taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity and holding space with them, and that's what's taking so long right now. But I don't think they want to tell us that, but I'm pretty sure that's what's happening.
This is a funny thing that happens where, obviously this could have been a tweet, but there's a funny thing that happens when there's a meme like this. I can't remember if I tweeted anything or I just drafted and deleted. because it is a land grab. Basically, it's one of those times where every joke is acceptable and all you have to do is be fast.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
It's kind of a plug-in too,
is,
right? You just plug it into whatever.
Like,
It's like a surprise
not
ending.
now, sweetie. Mommy is taking the lyrics of Defying Gravity,
like
really
every
holding
meme
space.
format.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
run through the templates. What do we have?
Yeah.
Advice animals. Will
like
that
for
work
example,
here?
like I don't know that this is a tweet, but I bet someone said, "Sorry, I'm late. I was busy holding space for the lyrics of
100%.
Defying Gravity." You know what I mean?
Like
Well, somebody was able to snipe that early, and it's like, okay, we got to work. What other real estate is available
Any of those
here?
faceless Twitter accounts that just have like the insert Mad Lib.
This one's funny though.
I love this.
This one is really funny.
I love these ones where it's like, who knows what to do with this space in my home? Like those are always fun.
Because this one, I do feel that it requires a little bit of a lateral thought to get there.
Yeah, there's some work in there.
And so I
And
I
it's
like that.
unexpected. You think like this literal space isn't going to be connected. to
Right,
the-
you're not expecting to read that. I mean, at this point now, everything I'm expecting to read.
Yeah.
If it's the day,
Yeah.
What's everyone's diagnosis for what that means? Because I'm curious. Everyone's been holding space for the lyrics.
So after much research and reading the interviewer's quote, I think what she's saying is being a queer person in queer media with queer friends, that these lyrics are very powerful for someone who has been othered.
Yes.
So
Their
it is
whole
a
life.
it is a more contemporary poetic way of saying it's resonating with people.
Yes.
Because
Because
holding
holding
space,
space
is
is
like
like-
a it's one of those things that's like
It's
borderline
therapy
medical.
streak.
Like it
Yes.
is, it's treated
And
like
that's fine.
pragmatic.
I mean, like that's immediately where I go is like talking about with my therapist about like a single point of attention and like holding space for my feelings and my thoughts and sitting with them and like what do they mean? How do they affect, like all that stuff. And so applying it to the lyrics of a musical is funny on its face, but like of course the lyrics of a song can have meaning to someone. And that's exactly. And
But there is especially online appealing. I guess the aesthetic of that pseudo therapy speak is more. I don't know. It hits harder for a certain.
But
demographic,
I feel like they're using it wrong.
well, it's
Like it
also-
doesn't make any sense.
holding space
you know?
for them.
it
For the
exists in this
lyrics.
liminal space, no pun intended, where like the it feels like parody a little bit because it while it does there is like a valid, like I don't want to invalidate someone quite literally like finding meaning and resonance with the lyrics of the song from the musical Wicked.
Or any song.
Or
if
any
they do,
song.
sure.
But it's funny to apply what would otherwise be. It's almost like it's like a little too woke.
Yeah.
You know
Yes,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like
it's
where it's like you could have just said people are really fucking with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Which should be allowed because it is equally valid to enjoy something for its just base intended reason, which I'm not saying it's any less than that. Clearly, it's
song is a
about
banger, by
expression.
the way. We'll say.
and is welcoming.
I'm gonna hold space for the music of Defying Gravity.
And as you say, it's like it is a validating song about embracing who you are, etc. But it is. I think if I were to transmute that over to The Greatest Showman and say that like this is me, I'm really holding space for when that bearded lady sings that.
In 2009, I was quite literally holding space about 3.5 megabytes for the lyrics and music of Defying Gravity, sung by Leah Michelle and the cast of Glee
It's a
on my iPod Touch.
pretty efficient file size. Yeah.
I didn't have an iPod Touch. It was an iPod Video, first generation. Okay,
So unfortunately, I saw this interview and these memes before I saw the film. And so when this very moving performance starts, all I could think of is I'm holding space for this. And I whispered it to my friend and she was kind of like, not now.
Oh,
Weeping openly.
She was like,
She was
being
holding
moved.
space. Yeah.
And she's like, it's ruined for you. Now you're ruining it for me.
right. She was quite literally holding space.
Yeah.
She doesn't laugh, and then you reach over and go, "Did you hear?
Did you
Hear it? You try to grab her finger.
Give me the
Stop it! Stop it!
Okay, a different finger then. You look at this, mate. I got this one too.
It's from the internet.
But
Sorry,
it's
I'll brighten it up.
It's a beautiful, moving song. Like, it's very moving.
I mean,
And
there's a
when
reason
Cynthia
that's-
sings it,
Yeah, so she
like,
kills
so
it.
good.
She kills it.
I mean, I feel like that song's been a cultural touchstone for as long as I can. I mean, how old is the musical itself?
20
A couple
years at
decades?
least, right? I think I want to say 2003 is when it opened.
It's
and
gotta
that's,
be early
That's off the top of the
2000s.
old noggin.
I mean, the
didn't know when
Glee-
Gravity was discovered, but
Glee, what, 2009?
let's find out.
for
It's
Glee?
earlier. Oh, well, would you look at that? Another bingo for Jarvo.
What's the day, though? Don't say now.
a classic Jarvis just sharpshooting a random date.
Was that
I
October
love it.
30th?
But I missed Isaac Newton, so I'm still losing today.
Yeah, people are doing this Glicked thing, Glicked or
Glicked.
whatever. It's so
Jacob
bad.
almost
and-
did. Jacob did it.
I
half.
did, but then I missed.
So, what's
You
funny is
fool.
if you miss half of it, then you just saw Gladiator.
The first one.
You
Yeah.
didn't Glicked, you glit.
I glid.
Ugh, I don't like that.
Let's do
HR?
Kid. I kid.
Yeah. So people are saying it's like Barbenheimer Part 2.
It's not.
It's not though.
What, in what
I've had
possible
this, like,
way?
I think we were talking about this in the meeting, I think, or whatever. And I was like, it's Barbenheimer works so well because it was fan made.
Yeah.
It was like for the culture. The
This
culture
feels
came up with
forced.
it.
But what
Now
am-
they started doing the
Well, now
What if you
anytime
watch
there's two movies.
Yeah. Wouldn't that
they're
be
like-
crazy? Because sometimes there are two movies at the
it's
same
like
time.
literally there's two movies and they're not the same.
I know
they're
it-
different.
The Barbenheimer thing, I feel like was partial. It was largely just like contrast. Like, isn't this funny? Because this is so dour
Exactly.
and this is so bright.
They're far enough away on the spectrum of movie tone.
But what
theme, yeah.
about like
Theme.
Puss in Boots and Into the Spider-Verse?
Okay, well those are
Two different movies, though.
Yeah, it's like okay, I'm thinking Shrek 1
We
and
call it, like, Puss in the
Shrek
Spider-Verse.
3.
I think
Yeah.
it's Puss in the Verse.
Yeah, Puss in the Verse, right?
I don't think it's that.
I think no. I think we should
Wait, the Puss in Verse across the Puss in
across
Verse.
the Puss in Verse.
Across it.
Before we fully wrap up the Wicked discussion, which is our talk
Wicked.
about which is our podcast about
A
Boston.
wiki discussion. How do you like those apples?
I do want to jump back to someone saying, I'm like, who said this? I think Maria posted this or something where they said that this Wicked interview, the journalist Tracy Gilchrist is a Hawk Tuah girl for theater kids.
Dude, that's all right.
And
Let's make
speaking
merch.
of
Let's
Hawk
keep it
Tuah
going.
girl, I did just send a. Can you pull up what I just sent to the group chat?
Oh no.
We have just every day we lose the Hawk Tuah girl a little bit more.
Do you do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually. I've got
Ah.
a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Oh yeah, if I want some meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah,
for
I'll give you my
community?
wallet. I'll give you my wallet.
Okay.
But,
All right.
All
All right, don't launch a meme coin. That's all I'm asking, Haley Welch. Please just don't. We don't need any more meme coins.
It's kind of the double-sided sword of not being overly online. She's like, if I had not been overexposed to everything on the internet, brain poisoned, super triple irony memed up at this point in my life, and someone was like, hey, there's like internet money we made. Like Dave and Buster's coins.
Credits.
You're like, okay, that sounds pretty cool.
That sounds fun.
And it's like, oh, okay, well, we're going to launch an app with AI that helps you date. We're like, oh, that's fun.
That's fun.
Why not?
We're gonna call it Dink Doink.
Okay, that's. I intuitively see that sucks.
Yeah, and that intuitively sounds like a joke, and is.
Even the fact that she's talking to Mark Cuban. Why?
Well, that much goes without saying. Obviously,
he lives on podcasts.
Yeah.
Who is her audience though? Why does she keep talking to all of these old men and freaks?
That's a
Sorry.
great.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The two types.
I'm curious about why Mark Cuban is or isn't a freak. Is it that he's a billionaire, or is it that he owns the Dallas Mavericks?
He actually, if there's a Venn diagram, he's right in the middle.
Yeah,
waving.
I mean, because I don't deny it, but
Can
what's
we
his
watch
power
this
level?
sweet little Denzel Washington? So he's in Gladiator, and he also has another movie coming out
Click it.
on Netflix or something. But anyways,
To push doors, exactly what you have done. What advice do you?
Learn to act on stage. Don't rely on social media. Put it down, turn it off, shut up, be quiet, learn, read, relax, get better. First part of your life you learn, second part of your life you earn, third part of your life you return.
Can you be my therapist?
I already am.
Thank you so much.
And it'll cost you, that'll be
I'll pay you after. I'll pay you after.
yeah, that'll be 50 quid.
Oh. he adapted.
He's
because they used quid back in the Roman Empire.
You're very it's very very smooth, very confident, composed. He's rhyming. You know, British people love that shit.
Well, also,
That's true. We love riddles.
This interviewer was giving him something, so he was giving it back.
She was holding space in a way.
Yeah,
we can't have a normal conversation.
I mean, yeah, he's
like that
playing,
meme. Sorry,
yeah,
guys.
he was. They basically, you know, it's like an improv scene. Like he was like playing with what she was giving, and so when she was like holding space for his performance,
she was defying space.
She was
affirming.
Funny. She was like
She was like scribbling, and then he's
notes.
just like, okay, I'm gonna keep like going.
Yeah,
that's cute.
I feel like these interviews also you probably get the same old, you know, questions over and over and over again, and then like you get a cute little interviewer.
Yeah, I do like I like that. Like when there's a fun break from the normalcy of, because I feel like for these press tours, you have like 12 interviews lined up on like one day. And sometimes you're in one place and then a bunch of journalists come in, but then other times you're like going from place to place to place to place. And it's probably exhausting. It has to be exhausting. And
this is kind of just 3 points. The third point is just really long.
Yeah.
It's like, learn to act on stage. Right, okay, that's pretty distinct. Don't rely on social media. Okay, that's another thing. Shut up, be quiet, learn, relax, get better. Get better. Just
get better.
Get better.
Yeah.
The first, also, you return like to heaven.
Okay, Jordan, we get it. You hate Denzel.
Actually, you know what?
You don't have to constantly
genuinely,
attack him.
I will say I think it's me projecting, because there's a habit I've tried to get out of my brain, but it's something that is like it's kind of like the grown up, or like, at least in my experience, like the adult version of when you lie about having seen a movie when you're 15 or something. I less so these days, but in the past, especially when I was like insecure about being young in an older environment, like being the youngest person on my team at Patreon or something, I think I would like perform wisdom. And I think, and I know a lot of people that do this, or have known a lot of people do this, because that's kind of partnerships. That's kind of how partnerships, marketing, management. And it's not that he, obviously has wisdom and has some experience, but there's, I don't know, even reading that back, I'm like, well, yeah, it sounds wise, but it's fast. Like it's almost like a Ben Shapiro kind of like ba 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 ba. I'm like, learn to act on stage. I don't want to do that. What? I'm an actor.
Just more of like, it's funny that people are taking it seriously, because it just looks like a cute little moment. And I feel like the journalist who is posting this just meant it as that.
Yeah,
1,000%. And that's why I say I'm projecting it is not the fault of any parties in here. It is partially the fault of the way people are reacting. That is a bit cringe.
I think that there's a bias when someone is in a position of authority where they over-index on like everything that person says is like gold, right?
Well, it's like Ted Lasso saved my life,
Or even like, well, Denzel said this, so it must be valid. Whereas like Denzel's probably not the person you want to go to for advice about anything.
No actor ever, actually.
You could probably you could definitely learn something from him, but you can't like everyone's path is so different, and there's so much luck that like everyone has their own like survivorship biases.
Yeah, you can probably learn a lot about like being an actor that was in training day. You could get a lot of insight about being Denzel.
Yeah,
Washington,
like
probably.
Terry Crews, I think had a small role in Training Day, and he appeared there because he was doing security for Ice Cube, I think, or something like that. And then randomly, someone who he met through that security job was like, "Hey, do you want to come to the set and like see the set?" And then because he was like this big dude, they were like, "Hey, do you want to like?"
And he used to play football or something, right?
Yeah, he played. He played professionally pretty shortly, for a short window of time. I think he got drafted and then didn't into the NFL, but then didn't kind of make a lasting. Didn't end up making a roster.
I mean, he should like fight crime.
But anyway, a lot of his lessons are like, you know, show up, just get in the room, like all these opportunities can come, because in his story, he was like watching Denzel work, and then like because he was there, then Ice Cube saw him and was like, "Oh, you were the guy who did my security during like the Friday movies or something," and then he got brought back for like one of those. And so like, or my story is I had this thing go well for me, and so I think that I overemphasize the importance of like that experience.
Right.
So everyone has these types of biases based on their own experience, because we can only live one life. And so to look to one person as like the know-all is just, everyone's journey is going to be different. And doesn't mean that it's not valuable.
Like power, like feeling powerful feels really nice. And someone knowing something is a feeling of like power and wisdom. Like it's why everyone is so constantly like fighting amongst themselves online to be the most morally righteous speaker or the most informed speaker on something. Again, I'm projecting just my own bad habits that I've tried to get away from, but like there's a lot of strength in saying you don't know something and apologizing unconditionally. And I feel like it is a long-term pet peeve of mine when people in really any tier of exceptional success, like, you know, even like a C- Hallmark actor or something, is still making a ridiculous amount of money proportional to most people. And when frankly, I think your authority on life advice goes down with the rarity of your success. Right. Your authority on your life goes up.
Sure.
But the position of like, yeah, you just got to rise and grind, get into it, do this.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Like, well, if you're hot, naturally, that'll help in acting. But also, I don't know. It's like, I feel like the greatest advice you can ever give anyone is like, sustain yourself and maintain your well-being as best as possible, so that if that opportunity comes along, you're ready and you feel
leverage
well.
The unique opportunities and skills and things, assets that you have.
But you can't
like it's all, because I feel like the best advice that I could ever give is just to figure out what cards you were dealt and how to play them, right? Rather than like focusing on the cards that someone else has, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like no one's ever done anything productive off of the instinct of why not me? Like when you see someone thriving and then you say, why not me? That doesn't then lead to you thriving. There's not a zero-sum happiness for all of people. Instead, like celebrate the people around yourself, celebrate the wins that you have, and then also have like, this sucks. This is horrible advice, but completely accurate, is have patience. And that sucks.
Turn off the phone, leave it, learn, grow.
Read.
In the first part of your career, you learn, and then your second part, you earn, and then you return
to the ground.
To
6
the ground,
feet under.
you die, and then you rise
back.
above. You come back,
and then you
3 days later,
and then you burn.
And then you do your stint in hell. Turns out paperwork was all messed up. Go to heaven.
Yeah, there was an administrative error.
Happens a lot. Happens weirdly often.
Yeah, we were supposed to send you to the other place.
The Secretary of Hell gives you the runaround.
The devil whose job is poking you with little fire pokers, like, hey, you're not going to believe this.
Oh.
Okay.
Dude, and I was, man, and you were 1,000 years you were poking me.
I know.
Only to find out now.
I'd spent one day reading the paperwork. You know what I mean?
My gosh, this egg on your face.
I know. I feel really foolish.
Anyway, send me up.
I think I'll go to hell for that.
No, you're going to somewhere
No,
worse.
I'm made of fire. Double hell.
You're going to double hell.
Oh, this is boring.
No, we're getting too productive. So the Rizzler is a wrestler now.
The Riz-Rezzed?
The Costco guys have made it to AEW wrestling, and that is something that cannot go without being spoken about. I can't believe we're just unironically going with the Rizzler. Like the Rizzler in a time before, I kind of, you know, we have like BCE and things like that. Right. I kind of think of things as before and after the Rizzler, because the word Rizzler existed and it was used in like an ironic kind of, this guy's the Rizzler over here.
Right, yeah.
But now that is a name.
There's
that is a boy. And
it's
it
like
is reserved.
It's
trademarked.
It wasn't World War War I till World War II. You know,
exactly. It was the Great War.
Yeah.
Right? And then
people went back and went, that wasn't great.
Then that wasn't great. What were we thinking? We were so stupid back then.
I'm not doing that again.
A lot of these, so Jacob has listed some clips for us. and one says Rizzler eats Orange Cassidy. And if you did not know who these people were,
sounds like a delicious dessert.
That was
A little treat.
What? By the way, can we, Jacob? Can we look at how you spelled Costco in the top?
no, we can't.
no, he can't.
Okay, that's fine. Go down in the comments, guys. Guess how Jacob misspelled Costco.
Sorry, Jacob. I would have done the same thing.
No, this is.
It looks like a crypto coin. It's like some kind of available.
And this is
Okay, I texted.
Speaking of crypto coins, sorry, I'm launching it. No, I'm just kidding.
I texted
fun.
Austin earlier today, spelling sugar SUGER. This was the best person
Homie.
to text this to because he does not give a shit.
I would still be making fun of you.
I know, and you
It was
are.
like 3 hours
actually.
ago. Oh, I did actually. When it happened, I did make fun of you.
But yeah. By the way, it's like if you have like dyslexia or something, I'm not making fun of it. We're all playful over
Well,
here.
I think we are making fun of ourselves because we are bad at spelling.
all the time.
So AEW, for those who don't know, is All Elite Wrestling. Oh my God.
Halloween.
We just got blown away. All Elite Wrestling, it's like the little sweet, this is my bias talking. The sweet and underdog version of WWE.
I would say, is this like the farm league of WWE?
No.
Okay.
They
No, moron.
They do have some crossover. But like there are people in AEW who started in WWE.
Okay.
And
But-
vice versa in some cases, right?
What?
And vice versa in some
And
cases.
vice versa.
But it's not like a NBA ABA thing, right? Because it's like AEW is much smaller.
AEW is much smaller and has less money, but I think they're growing. Like,
They are
They're doing very well,
exponentially.
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And I think one difference that some wrestlers have talked about is that AEW gives you much more license over your own character.
Oh, that's cool.
You keep your
own
name.
storyline.
I
You
dig
keep
that.
your name. So WWE owns your name unless it's your real legal name.
Which yawn. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a wrestler, just don't.
What if
be
you
like
change your
John
legal name
Smith.
to your wrestler name?
John
Well,
Wick.
that's actually a good loophole.
Loophole?
probably.
Yeah.
Triple H.
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's my name.
Loophole is actually my wrestling name.
Hi, I'm Rey Mysterio.
I can handle like as a entertainment product. I'm cool with all of the stunts. I think it's incredibly athletic.
Mm-hmm.
These people are professional athletes through and through, dancers even.
Mhm.
And the thing that gets me is the oil.
It is
Oh,
a damp experience.
It's so
Yeah.
damp.
Yeah.
Hold on, everyone. I got one more special surprise for you. Oh, boy. It's going to be a chicken bake. We want someone real special to be at full gear to ring the bell when I ring your bell
Is he gonna be
and
dressed as Black
power boom
Panther?
you right through the middle of the ring.
Oh, power boom. This feels like in a fighting game where you have like those like trademarked moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power
yes.
boom is for sure in some process with like the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office.
He has enough, like, you have to have 2 bars of meter to do power boom.
Yeah.
It's his
Yeah.
alt.
It's like down left BB.
Doesn't even show up on the hot bar until
Yeah.
you've got the meter for
So
it.
it's like flashing and it's
and then
this.
it's flashing.
It's like
Yeah.
Quick time event.
you need 5 booms.
And there's only one guy that could be. No way!
That's so
How
funny.
did they get
It's
the
gonna
Rizzler?
be the Rizzler!
Pause.
He says his name again.
Can we pause real
oops.
quick? So, okay, so I'm just going to say this once every time we talk about this. I just hope that this kid is enjoying himself and that he's got good people around him. This is not his family. He is not related to these people.
Despite how much time they spending with this
Despite the fact that
boy.
they exclusively appear on camera together. He is so young, I think.
Well, that's debatable.
He's 9, right?
Yeah, that's what studies have shown.
He's either very young or very small.
But
I just
sometimes his face, you're like, whoa, there's years in
it's
there.
just there's something so strange. Like it's like this man's like middle aged at least, right? Like
It's not
Big
Rizzler?
Justice, AJ or
AJ has to be 40, 50.
Right.
I don't know.
And so I'm thinking of like the casters and the dudes, and they're all like, "No way! They got the 9-year-old.
They can't be.
Oh my god, this is crazy!"
How did they get the Rizzler? They're never with him.
They got the contractually obliged 9-year-old.
How did they get him?
To be fair,
it's not like he is an independent.
all his vids, all the actual Rizzler vids where he's just hanging out with his dad seems very sweet and considerate. So when he's dressed up as Black Panther, the original pop-up, it's pretty great. He's dressed up as Black Panther, and he says he's going to be, he says like defining crime instead of fighting crime.
I thought you were about to say defining gravity.
He goes define.
Yeah, he's gonna define it.
I'm defining gravity. Down.
Let's see Rizzler come out. Why is he so mad?
Yes! Did you hear him? The Rizzler! The Rizzler!
His opponent's like, oh no, they got the Rizzler.
Big Boom AJ. Ready to bring the boom, but
Does he have
now
pizza
ready to
on his
step on the
pants?
scale for
He's Italian.
Oh,
Yeah, look out here. How do you like your water retention? Oh, here we go. The double bicep.
They do
Wing
it.
in.
they don't do weigh-ins.
Wow, he's exactly
Weighing
550
in at
pounds.
550 pounds?
I mean,
Very exactly.
So this
Oh,
is
the 550
hour?
pounds is what happens when you get a double AJ at Costco.
Oh, that's right.
And they're like shrink wrapped together.
It's worth the money.
This is
Great
0
value.
hour, which means it's right before the pay-per-view
Oh,
starts.
okay.
It's like, yeah, the hour before pay-per-view.
But it's like there's like a kind of a track. It's like you have to work as like an NBC page, and then you work your way up
Yeah,
to like
it's who you know.
the CEO of the company.
What's her name? Something Monet. She's the CEO. That's her wrestler name.
Janelle Monáe.
No. Why
That'd be
can't
cool.
I remember her name? Ugh, Pickle's gonna be so mad.
Pickle's gonna be green with madness.
She has a Rizzler video right there. She teaches them the CEO dance.
Oh, it's like a cultural exchange. Between
You ready to become a
space.
CEO? Yeah! You want to learn the CEO dance? Of course! All right, then let's put our hands up, okay? And then we're gonna bring it all down like this. And then we go CEO, CEO.
Dude, the Rizzler shirt and the Godfather font is fucking hard.
BJ really kind of is the Charmeleon to.
He really is. He's the middle evolution.
Seeing them back to back, that looks like the missing link. Then after that is human.
Can we watch the Rizzler eats Orange Cassidy?
Well, what does he
Wait,
eat?
yeah, wait. Where does
we
that
didn't see him
video?
come out?
He didn't come out yet.
Oh, he didn't come out yet. Let's see.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of the fight. It's really
But does he come out?
no. This is just where they announced that the Rizzler was going to be ringing the bell for the fight.
Does he,
think
but
we
he
have
doesn't.
his-
But he doesn't ring the bell in this video.
Don't we have the entrance with Big Paul White?
Yeah.
What is happening?
This guy better be big. I just have to say,
What is? I feel like
the meme of kill the Victorian child with something is whatever. You could do more than the plague with these fucking references. You could wipe out Europe.
That like me that meme where it's like the Netflix watch page, but it's like schmoing.
Oh yeah,
like,
fake bullshit.
yeah, it's just like all fake.
Placeholders. Infinite bullet. He must be so oily.
Inches tall. He is the master of the Riz face. Ladies and gentlemen,
God, he's so.
He's so
He's barely visible when the camera's that far away.
They're making this kid work, dude. He is making so many appearances.
He's gonna have calluses on his chin, dude. He's putting the hours
He hasn't
in.
even had time to make a meme coin.
Once he can grow a beard, though, imagine how cool that'll look.
Oh.
So now Orange Cassidy's deal is he based his persona off of
Orange Cassidy is Anastasia's rival in the gang.
No, I
Old
love
Orange Cassidy over here.
I'm a big Orange Cassidy fan, and he modeled his character after Paul Rudd's character in What
That's
American
right.
Summer.
I remember you showed me this.
So he wears jeggings, like
That's
jean
funny.
leggings.
That's funny.
And his character is really like, I don't care about anything. He doesn't talk very much. Like, it's very rare for him to do promos and stuff.
He doesn't like care about shit. Looks like me. I actually IDGAF.
Sure.
I don't get
what
a friend.
Yeah, that's what that means for Jordan.
Hey man, I mean, we can fix that maybe.
Oh, you guys have you been friends?
Possibly.
Well,
not us.
Best buds.
No,
Huh?
we can find someone. I'm sure.
Yeah,
we'll call a few people.
I see something.
I mean, we can like clear our schedule. We can all, if we all put our heads together.
Okay.
Maybe we can find you one.
Maybe on
Singular.
Fiverr.
One
Hey,
singular
Just
friend.
like, I mean, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay, so it's
Could
an
be
acquaintance
zero,
to kind
but it
of
has the possibility of being one.
Ooh, that's pretty good actually. It's for
Yeah.
exposure. I don't get paid for this role, but
Yeah.
I don't give an F.
You don't give a friend because you don't have one to give.
Oh, can you give me one of the friends?
Yeah,
please?
we're trying to find you one. You don't want to give them away.
I'm trying to get a shiny Austin. Do you have anything you'd trade for that?
Rizzler does feel like a shiny Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, he's a shiny AJ.
Because you're like, you think everything's going according to plan, and then they're like, and the Rizzler's here, and everybody's like, what?
Oh, you have one?
That's a 1 in 8,096 chance.
How did they get him? As they keep saying. That's very funny for the commentators to say that, because who else could get him? They're
Sorry.
the main getters.
Why are they surprised?
Let's Orange Cassidy.
Rizzler, what's up?
What's up?
Oh, yeah, he wears his own face on his shirt.
That's actually kind of sick.
Oh,
Because neither of them
where are you
talk
going?
very much.
Rizzler went back where he came from.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be.
That's actually kind of sick.
Isn't it cute?
It's very cute.
I hope everything continues going well, and that he doesn't get in trouble in 10 years.
There's a Costco guy's Christmas song.
Yeah, dude. Of course.
Also, there's one called Using Children for Content. What's that?
That was the one
that?
Jarvis sent.
What I do?
It's a
He
tutorial.
sent this video.
Jarvis was like, let's use
Oh,
this
okay.
child.
It's a photo of Austin. Yo!
I bet that was fun.
That's got to be fun.
Like, being able to do a wrestling move on a professional wrestler.
Yeah, it's like wish fulfillment.
That I would love to do
And he
that.
just saved his dad's life.
Tony Khan, please
No,
put
that's
me
it.
in.
I mean,
tackles him.
I'm pro the kids having the time of their lives.
Yeah.
I just want it to stay that way. That's
Yes.
all I ask. No, it can and it should. And
Seems
hopefully
so
it will.
far everything's going smooth. But I also know for a fact that if I was, I don't know, even had like a minor platform at really anywhere between the ages of 8 and 16, it would have completely
I have one
broken
now
my
and it's
brain.
not going well for me. So
So it's kind of unrelated though.
yeah. All right, let's listen to the Christmas song.
Me with my kids on Christmas Eve. Fine, play it. Whatever.
Oh my god.
Get out of here, Goku, my son.
This rules.
Goku and
Goku Vegeta the Third.
And John Wick, my daughter.
Those are all the same name. Okay, Jacob, can you turn it down?
I'm so sorry to the listeners. It's the what is it? The Canadian I love being
So-
American or whatever.
Maybe
That's enough, thank you. No, please don't judge us me.
Time to light the tree.
Wow, he burst through the screen for it. Electric guitar slide.
It takes after the Kool-Aid Man.
Jacob sped it up right
At the perfect
time.
moment. Tiny break. Okay.
He's cool.
All right. Well,
But, BJ, he doesn't get enough love. I think in between AJ being too loud and the Rizzler being too quiet to be he's so charming, BJ's kind of there. He doesn't have his place in the world right now. Maybe when the Rizzler retires.
I think that's just the virtue of being the middle evolution.
Yeah.
It's like we're all, everybody loves Charmander. Everyone loves Charizard. There's not as much love for Charmeleon.
How much time do you even spend seeing him? There's like way more game.
Yeah, pre and post.
Yeah.
You don't know, dude. You're not a gamer like us. Go back to Super Auto Pets, bro. Got him.
I've been playing Super Auto Pets.
So, go.
So
Oh, God. What don't you like?
Everything.
You go back to
Or
that.
nothing.
go back to everything.
Go back to
All
return.
right.
Return.
We gotta address the elephant in the room, which is the proliferation of celebrity lookalike contests.
Wait, what's going on with this?
What's happening?
Was it Halloween? Is that what got it moving?
The first one was the Timothée.
Timothée Chalamet, because he appeared at his own lookalike contest, and then everyone else was like, maybe the celebrity will show up if we do this.
It kind of made it a thing. Like Ben of the Week, I think went there too. The OG Chalamet lookalike because it was in New York City.
Yeah. Did I
Okay.
tell you guys about how me and my sister used to call Timothée Chalamet Shablagoo? We used to say his last name is Shablagoo because of a TikTok where a guy goes, all men are trash except for me and Timothy Shablagoo. And
me. It's very funny.
and
This could be me. Oh, no, sorry, you go.
so my sister forever called him Timothy Shablagoo. when Wonka came out, her husband at work was like, "Oh yeah, Timothy Chalamet's in it," and everyone was like, "What?"
I think he's so talented and obviously handsome, and I don't think he could have been successful if his name was Timothy Chalamet. I think it would have prevented him somehow.
He would give it another go. He would just choose a different name.
Probably,
but that's how my
Chalamet.
That's how my brother-in-law learned that his last name is actually Chalamet.
Hugh Jackman's middle name is Mungo.
Wait, really?
Wait, let's look it up.
That sounds racist.
Did I just make that up?
Mungo. That's
Is
in
another one of those
Candyland.
things where I'm like, did I make it up? Let's find out.
King Kong.
You?
Nope. Guess
Michael
not.
Jackson? No.
Guess I lied.
Hugh
Can you search
Jackson.
Mungo?
Someone has one of those names.
Hugh
It's
Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh.
Okay, sorry.
Mungo Grant.
Okay, guys. Sorry, I mixed up my Hughes. I'm
It's-
glad that was close, by the way. I was nervous.
It's weird that they have the same first name.
Mostly true. Why?
Mostly true. Is it not anymore?
I feel like parents are cruel for doing that.
Oh,
Humungo.
They're like,
I got
it's like
some
a prank.
funny plans for my kid.
Oh, I know.
Okay, this is mostly true, but jokes about Hugh Mungo are slightly ruined by the fact that the actor's full name is Hugh John Mungo Grant.
God, that ruined it.
That doesn't ruin. That's just the parents going, we know what we did
Yeah,
here.
we gotta put something
Let's
in there.
add a little.
We gotta
Let's add a
separate
little
them.
buffer.
But I already like Mungo. I can't get rid of it.
I've got to be John Mungo. Oh, it's raining?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so yeah. So the Chalamet lookalike, the Shablagoo lookalike
Shablagoo of it all.
competition happens, and Timmy goes. He shows
shows up.
support.
Surprise appearance.
So Timothy Chalamet turned up to a Timothy Chalamet
There he
lookalike
is, look at
contest
him,
in
people
New
are
York
crying.
yesterday.
I noticed somebody dressed their dog up as Tim Chalamet. That's so fun. That's a terrible entry. The dog looks nothing like Timothy Chalamet. It looks like a dog.
It's a dog, by the way.
You're
Four
wasting
legs.
everyone's time for the $50 they could be getting.
He
Yeah.
did have a narrow face.
And then Chalamet arrived. A producer for the YouTube series said this started off as a silly joke, and now it's turned into pandemonium. On a makeshift stage, the lookalikes were asked about their romantic plans with Kylie Jenner to demonstrate their proficiency in French and what they do to make the world a better place.
They should do a Xbox controller modding contest. Who's got the most Timothy Chalamet hands?
And he puts on like goggles and a soldering iron.
Who can do a full rap performance?
Oh, do his like hip hop dance
Yeah.
routine.
If you look at Timothy Chalamet's YouTube channel, he still has some stuff up that he should probably take down.
Guys,
No,
check that
leave it
stuff
up.
out. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment saying, Jordan sent me here. He did not ask me to come here. He sent me here. I said his name 3 times in a mirror. He turned up. Asked for the password of my phone. Googled this, left this comment. Huh? Sorry, what's up?
Jacob's revolting.
Sorry,
Sometimes I'm just like, how did we get here?
I can't emphasize to you how poorly I also sleep.
No, you don't. Today, this is mine.
So then
Yeah, I got
in
4 actually. It was not that bad.
Chi-Town, Chicago, there was a
Thanks.
there was a Jeremy Allen White, aka the Bear. I keep calling him the Bear.
He's the bear. Yeah.
Contest.
Jeremy Allen White Lookalike contest in Chicago draws more than 50 participants, won by Glenview Therapist.
Oh,
I'd say, yeah, that's comfortably more than 50. Yeah.
Well,
50.
I guess 50 entrants, and then a bunch of people who want to look at people that look like Jeremy Allen White.
The audience.
That's the other like audience for these things is like, well, I'm attracted to Jeremy Allen White, so
I gotta find a boyfriend that looks like Jeremy Allen White. Then you come here, bada boom, bada bing.
some of these dudes are just in aprons. Like
There's just
like those are just. First of all, the middle one is a child.
It makes it
that
just
is a little baby.
Sorry, I don't want to be mean. It's fucking absurd.
Not
It's a
even
kid.
close. Not even close.
I hope he gets
to
arrested.
Jeremy Allen White. I do like the idea that if it's a Jeremy Allen White lookalike competition, not his role in the bear, but people are in aprons and stuff as if he like doesn't leave. Is that
where's
winner?
the shameless?
that
of it?
apron is doing a lot of the heavy lifting.
Oh no, that guy's
Look
just
at
a
that.
chef. So that guy just has the same job as a character in the TV show.
50 audience members walking into restaurants. We're like, this guy.
Okay, let's see the interview with this man, the winner.
Welcome back, everybody. Huge news over.
Like, I don't think he looks like him very much.
He has pretty small eyes. Jeremy Allen White has cartoon circular eyes. Perfectly
He looks
circular.
like him more than that baby did.
Yeah, that's true.
I just feel
Robbed.
like if this guy isn't in an apron saying, I'm Jeremy
Yeah, I
Allen
got
White,
that.
then no one's going, do you kind of look like Jeremy Allen White, actually.
If I remove that apron,
I was gonna say he looks more like Paul Rudd.
Yeah, he's captioning a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you blur your
Not that
eyes,
he
he can be
looks-
anything.
Like he would win a lookalike contest for any of these things. No offense to the guy, by the way. I hope it's not offensive to say that he doesn't look like someone else.
We really don't look like Jeremy Allen White, so I think that's covered.
Yeah.
a winner has been crowned in the prestigious Jeremy Allen White lookalike contest. And as you can see, the winner there, pretty well deserved. You might be tempted to call him Jeremy.
As you can see, the winner there owns an apron.
Different color, different tint entirely. I do think I love morning like news and reporting because there cannot be cynicism. Like cynicism is illegal. For also, good day, Chicago. That's a fun name for it.
Good day, Chicago. You're not going to believe this. There was a thing that happened in Chicago.
It was good.
And here's what happened.
Don't worry about it. Good day, by the way.
Now to Jeremy Allen White with the weather.
It's got to be tricky when there's some like huge, enormous, horrible event and they have to be like, good day.
It was a bad day, actually, in Chicago.
Good day, Chicago. Unfortunately, the city has been overtaken by aliens, and we are now being asked to bow to their leader.
Bad day.
But on the bright side, neighborhood cat Chuck E. Cheese gets a little hat.
He's dressed up as Baby Yoda.
And Ben joins us now over Zoom to talk about your big win. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. This has been a really exciting 48 hours. So I'm just
Okay,
kind of
I've seen
sitting
enough.
where
Okay, yeah.
You know what? I can see it, but like it doesn't look like it was a like I don't know what the competition
Just kind
was
of a
like.
different,
compared to the
good-looking bloke.
competition, he probably. Let's look at the challengers one because this one got the internet a little horny.
until they did the churro scene and everybody was like, never mind. So
Did they really?
Yeah. There's a video. Or do we have it? We might not have it. Yeah. The fake Bye Boys, I assume, is that clip.
Oh, can I just look up the synopsis of that movie?
This is just a meme.
Yeah, but the video's below it. It's just like people. Oh well, first let's go back to the photo. Sorry, I'm jumping around.
He looks so dead inside.
Yeah. Does not want to be doing this.
It looks like he's pulling it out.
The guy who's playing the guy in the art costume, I feel like he really looks the part.
Yeah, well, he's playing him.
He's into the churro. He loves the churro.
Now, I'll be honest. I haven't seen Challengers, don't know much about it. Was not aware of a churro scene.
You would love Challengers, Jordan.
It's a good movie.
What are you doing
It's a fun
with your
movie.
life?
I enjoy it. I'm gonna back off if it's a
hate-
good movie, and I'll say I enjoyed the movie. Jacob is showing us how fake Bye Boys
Jacob's
look.
keeping this on screen.
Jacob says, if you're not about that life, then you're not entering my contest.
Oh, he looks so sad. Yay.
Why enter the contest if you're not willing to eat a churro?
It is not that, like, we're not asking a lot of you.
No.
I will say, as
It's not like you're doing a Lady and the Tramp with the churro.
we have our own experience with hiring a lookalike, right?
That is true.
So, as lookalike party go have a hirers, it is quite hard to maintain the fun of a lookalike character for really anything but like 5 seconds. So, doing the churro thing, good. Maybe maintains it a little bit. The Austin Powers impersonator came to our friend's birthday here. You hosted. Not quite able to keep it going for the 3 hours. He was wobbling a
Wait,
little.
the
in
Austin
end.
Powers impersonator, that was for the Challengers party, wasn't it?
Wasn't it the one before?
Or no, because it was
that?
for whose birth? It was wait.
Well, no,
You've
it
done
was
two Chrissy birthdays.
Yeah, it was Chrissy
Oh
one.
my God, time.
It was a year before. Yeah.
No way,
It was
a
Chrissy
year.
one.
I'm losing it, guys.
This woman's girlfriend was robbed because she looks like art.
It appears though that the art competition was a lot deeper than the Patrick.
Which one's dressed like Timmy Turner?
Oh.
Is that art?
Art, yeah.
Okay.
Like I think that this guy does look a lot like art. I think that they both look a lot like art. I just think that they both look more like art than this Patrick guy looks like Patrick.
I think you're right.
I agree.
Next lookalike contest is Glenn Powell.
Wow, that's just nothing. That's like default avatar.
Default avatar, man.
That's like looking like at the Twitter egg. That's just I just can't even see. I just see a
have the
wall.
video of the actual Lookalike contest?
Yeah.
It happened.
Instead.
Yeah, let's start with that. Just because. Wait, did he announce it himself?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then let's watch that.
He released this before the.
I didn't realize.
Excuse me, I didn't realize.
They'll earn a cameo.
So no other, like Timothy Chalamet showed up, but he wasn't supposed to show up. He just did that of his own free will.
Because he was just like, hey, I'm in New York and there's a me Lookalike contest.
He wasn't an organizer, whatever.
He called the cops.
Glenn Powell is inserting himself before the fact.
Oh.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
What?
No, don't worry about it.
Welcome to the Justin Hartley Lookalike Contest. In all seriousness, I've assembled you here today.
God, that was funny.
Wait, pause. Who's Justin Hartley?
God,
is that like a Glenn Powell character?
It was just doing a bit.
It's one of his iconic
Can we Google
characters.
Justin Hartley?
It's from Challengers.
I've only seen Glenn Powell in Anyone But You.
I mean, that's that guy.
He's saying they look alike.
That's a. I mean,
From This Is Us.
This sounds like This sounds like a thing, a chip on your shoulder that you have when you're an actor for many years, and there's like you're cast as a type.
You're going
so
to
you're
all the same.
You're in all the audition rooms. Where you're sitting next to a bunch of, you're actually every audition in LA is a fucking lookalike contest. I would say, you know what? I'm going to give ourselves kudos for looking up Justin Hartley because most people watched this and smiled and nodded. They didn't get the reference, and they just said, "Okay, Glenn Powell."
They probably don't even. They didn't even hear it.
Whatever
they didn't hear him say that line.
Whatever you want, Mr. Top Gun.
The timing was genuinely like almost a good bit. Because he gives it a beat.
The pause was funny.
No, but I blame you.
Well, let's watch it. Let's run it back.
Welcome to the Justin Hartley Lookalike Contest. In all seriousness, I've
just Josh and guys.
It's me, Glenn. Yeah, I thought it was.
It's like at a wedding doing your opening line as a speech is like the best man. That's like
You make a joke, no one laughs.
Yeah, and it's like he set himself up for that because he's alone.
Yeah, what do you want, man?
Yeah.
In all seriousness, I've assembled you here today at Auditorium Shores for an important mission. I want to pull off a heist. And we don't need masks because we all have the same face. It's the perfect crime. They can't get all of us because we are one. A criminal Glenterprise.
Isn't that why you need a mask?
So I feel like that was that whole thing was a setup for Criminal Glenterprise. I feel like this started with Criminal Glenterprise, and he's like, how do we get there?
There's he's doing too much.
I
don't understand why.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is actually, it's kind of like the sincerity in media thing we were talking about, like with, this is exactly the demonic energy that puts me off. It is the like, you can't trick me. I know you're not a human. Don't do this. You're an actor. You're a crazy person.
It is funny that no one asks for this, and he's like, "I'll do it, and I'll do an SNL style opening monologue."
Huge news, guys.
And I'll write it myself, and everyone's like, "Glenn,
please."
No one is asking for this.
Stop riffing.
Criminal Glenterprise, I'll say.
He looks like this because he's been trying this for 19 hours.
He's been sweating in front of the camera.
He was in a suit when this started.
Anyway, I wish I could be there in person, but right now I'm shooting overseas.
Knew it.
Or am I? Look to your left, look to your right. I could be anywhere.
Before he was talking about how there's so many of them they could do a crime.
Yeah.
Something of a criminal Glenterprise.
They wouldn't have to main masks.
But then now he's talking about how they all have the same face.
Yeah.
So he could be in multiple places at once.
Something of a criminal enterprise.
Yeah.
Something of a criminal enterprise.
Something like Unstoppable Powell.
Oh, come on, mate.
He's mad with Powell.
he has gone absolute Powell corrupts absolutely.
Yeah.
I know there is some cash and a hat at stake here, but I just wanted to say that.
Did he just get a haircut? What's on his face?
I don't know.
I think he's in makeup.
Yeah.
He probably has like.
It was blackface.
It's like he was in a fight, and so they put little.
Yeah.
Bits of hair.
I mean, this is a really powerful message that he's presenting.
He's very Glenterprising.
Yeah.
I know, it's kind of just, that was plagiarism on my part.
Now, you may know that my parents make a cameo in every movie I make, but today, the winner of the Glenn Powell Lookalike Contest wins their parents, or any family member of their choice, a cameo in my next movie. I am completely serious. This is a cash value prize of $6 billion.
Wait, so they don't win the cameo. One of their family members or friends wins it, because if they won the cameo because they look so much alike, no one could tell the difference. That's just why are there two Glen Powells? That could be CGI.
It's kind of it's like a Glenn twin.
Glenn, me your hand. We are gathered here to hold space for the powerful lookalike contest.
Glendifying?
Glenda the Good Witch? Glenda.
Is that her name?
Glenda Powell.
Glenda Powell.
We got there.
All right. We worked through it. But seriously, guys. Jokes aside.
Welcome back to the Justin Hartley lookalike contest. This is the Justin Hartley boys.
We're kidding.
No, guys, just Josh and it's Glenn.
So no one's getting $6 billion or whatever he said.
Yeah,
They're just getting
cash
a cameo.
value. How much is the movie budget? How much is he getting?
He's doing one of his patented Glen Powell jokes.
Where you're like, is that a joke?
One of his jokes where he says something that isn't the case.
Dude, I love it when he reads stuff that someone else wrote.
That is his job, Jarvis.
He is way
so much
better at it.
I mean,
Who's this little devil baby?
That's Glen Powell.
That's an artist rendition of Justin Hartley, his arch nemesis.
Is it wearing a Trump wig? Oh, cowboy hat. Is there a movie where he specifically wears a cowboy hat?
Yeah, in Twisters.
I feel like there's 100 Glen Powell.
I feel like that's going to blow off right away.
Yesterday.
Isn't he a storm chaser in that movie? That is the worst hat for storm chasing. A cowboy hat?
You can't.
No, Jordan, it's got a strap on the bottom. You would pull the thing tight so it looks really goofy when it's blowing in the wind.
Hey, we got a cowboy hat right here.
Yeah, do you want to test
Yeah,
it?
but we don't chase
blow it?
storms. We sit on a podcast.
That guy needs a zip up. No offense.
Yeah, that's
I am terrified that it's going to fall lower.
that's stolen valor.
Howdy, y'all.
Justin Hartley?
Between being a hitman, a pilot, and a tornado twisting chasing guy, pretty busy. But nothing could beat being here with all you local Austinites. Take them horns, baby.
Honestly, he sounds like Glen Powell with how badly he said that.
How poorly constructed the performance. Yeah.
It is funny to see like a collection of the same, like just by the sheer randomness of the human genome, you're gonna get people that look alike. But it is fun to like bring a whole genre of people together because you don't often see them in unison.
So you get told you look like other people all the time.
And they're wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
I could totally look like anyone that has even close to the same build as me and a mustache. Hair doesn't matter, and skin color doesn't matter. I've got literally every ethnicity.
I'm still trying to understand the Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah,
one.
Jarvis gets told he looks like Robert Downey Jr.
You pull up a photo of Robbie W. Jr. Is it the beard?
I think they.
Is it the beard?
Is it the Iron Man?
You know what I think it is? I think they saw Iron Man and they heard him say Jarvis, and then they just made
They're
the
free
association.
association.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's what it is.
You more of a Glen Powell.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding, guys.
No, I'm Justin kidding. Hartley.
Come on.
Justin Hartley.
I'm Hartley kidding. Oh, sorry, I said it first.
Work it.
I think it.
Sorry? Oh, wow.
That guy won.
That's number 2.
Oh.
Runner up.
Loser.
I feel like Mr. Quarterzip won.
That guy won.
Yeah.
I think
And
that makes sense.
Again, I think that the outfit is doing the heavy lifting.
He does like he has angles. He has angles, I think. This guy.
Oh, by the way, his mom was judging. I don't know if
Oh, Nepo.
So this was.
That makes me so mad.
Where is the integrity anymore? You know what I mean?
No. Glenn Powell's mom was judging.
Oh,
the shift.
Wait.
I thought the winner of the Glen Powell lookalike contest, mom. I thought this was about to be like a the breakdancing in the Olympic situation.
No. Glenn Powell's mom was the judge of the Glenn Powell lookalike contest.
That's cool. I guess she's kind of an authority on that.
She's an authority.
Have you seen the NFL player? What's that woman's name who did the breakdance?
Ray gun.
Ray gun. Have you seen the NFL player do the Ray gun celebration dance?
I
That was
loved
awesome.
That. It was so cute.
Is that Reagan, the Australian lady?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's cool.
She retired, by the way.
Well, she
Of course she did.
perfected the craft.
Yeah. I mean, what's there left? You have to hang it up. They raised her jersey into the rafters.
Memorialized now. She can't.
She bounced all the way home.
I think we did it. I think we discussed the celebrity lookalike contests.
There have been others. There's a Rachel Sennett, a Dev Patel, Zayn Malik,
Robert Downey Jr.
Can you imagine? I get last place, and I just I use that to reply to all of the people.
Yeah.
It is not much we'd be able to go for in this.
No,
I wouldn't mind. I could maybe Dev. Someone said Dev before, but I think it's just Lanky Brown. I don't think it has anything to do with anything.
But I feel like young Wilt Chamberlain, I can see it. And also that one dude on TikTok that we saw that kind of looked like you.
Should we do a Candyland costume contest?
No, I'd win.
Okie doke, gang. We are going to head on over to our Patreon at patreon.com/sadboys, where we engage a podcast called Sad Boyz Nightz, which is a premium Patreon podcast, which is basically the same as this, but it just keeps on going.
It's like this, but we kind of hold a lot of space for being cool and chilling out. Well, it's like jazz, it's like the jazz version of whatever the show is.
Right. And what genre of music is this show?
Podcast.
Okay.
Honestly, it's
spoken word.
It's already it's on Spotify, so I guess technically
That's true.
It's in a playlist.
We end every episode of Sad Boys with remember, it's $5 a month, but only use discretionary entertainment spending if you are so inclined.
If you fancy, but if you don't fancy, it's okay. It's fine.
Thanks for joining us, Anastasia, voice of Austin, Jacob.
Voice of God.
Yeah.
We need every episode of Sad. You didn't sound very thankful.
Thank you.
It's much better. That's
Nice.
the American spirit. It's Thanksgiving. We end every episode of Sad Boys with a particular phrase.
We love you.
And we're sorry.
Boom, 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 boom.
And we're Justin Hartley.
Kidding, guys. I'm just messing
I'm
around.
Justin kidding.
Oh, okay.
Bye. Boom.
Boom. Oh, boom.
So we just recorded Sad Boyz Nightz, and we did so with our friend Echo, who is the showrunner and creator of the new Netflix show Gentry Child versus the Underworld.
It's coming out December 5th, and so the last 4 years of my life have been showrunning and writing and making this show happen.
And we talk about the show. We gab about animation and music, and we just have a grand old time in addition to just normal Nightz things. But I wanted to pop back in and say it's a special one. It's a very special episode of Sad Boyz Nightz.
Gucci girl, how you doing? How you moving, girl? Moving, girl. How's your day looking? That future girl, yeah, we on now. Take my money, go away, all you want it.
Girl, too rich for me.